dog survived. This is episode 5. And we're going to continue where we left off more or less. I ran back to my base, got some copper going, put all the stuff away. So first thing we need to do is research some scavenger rags, the Carbog 38, and the Kinjal. So, Carbog is, they're all here. So let's go ahead and research that. That. And that. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and research these. These you have to research from your menu. And the way it works is you have to be in a safe place to do this. So I don't actually remember if you can do it in the trade posts, but the cities or your base. Just teach you the schematics. Scavenger rag, which I've already got the gloves because I picked up the set. Let's go ahead. Chest piece. Let's see how much of this spice infused copper we got. Yeah, requires two. Both of those and survive. Definitely want the knife. That's better damage and gives us a little water. Of course, without the leader John, so let's make the knife and the leader. Fill the leader John with the knife. And then when we get some more of the spice infused copper, we can make those. That's part of the problem with the chests that don't give you the metal that you need. Is that if you haven't picked up enough extra, you can't actually make the rest of these. So while we'll keep hitting that chest to get more of the errands gear, hopefully, we won't actually be able to use it. Okay. So let's get through here. Let's just make a car pod now. Go ahead and wear the scavenger gear. Not much. Actually, we should probably put on our stealth suit.
I have crossed the Vermilius Gap off-worlder, and I still haven't shaken my unwanted followers. I'm afraid I must delay our reunion until... well, I fear drastic measures might be required. But fear not, off-worlder. You've come this far alone. I'm impressed. You're a long way from that mewling mauler I dragged from the wreckage of the Proteus. Listen, you'll need a vehicle to cross the sands to the Paranorth and reach the gap. But vehicles require components that aren't created here on Arrakis. Arrakis has a long history, Offworlder. More than you might imagine. Some things, like the Imperial testing stations, contain echoes of the past. But more importantly, they contain stockpiles of components you'll need. Just be careful. Those old ruins are a beacon for all kinds of scum.
Okay. He wants us to head to the testing station now. We're going to stop by the trade post. I think there'll be at least one more mission to pick up there. They'll also send us to the testing station. Oh, I refueled my base and we're now up to 17 days. Should be way more than we need. Move on to the next area. We'll probably take some of those fuel cells with us. Charge up the next base. We get the sandbike. It just makes those missions a little quicker to not have to run to all the different places you need to. Okay, complete that mission. Set. Trooper does have a pretty good ability that you'll use way into the late game. Sugar Wire Claw. You both it's useful for both combat because it will stun most enemies, and for traversal because once you get up high with the dispenser, which we should get one with this mission to the testing station, because there's I'm pretty sure guaranteed drop there for the dispenser, which okay dispenser for the early game, but it's not one of my favorites. Let's see. Oh, I actually wanted to get the trade outpost first. Let's head this way. For down here. Might just be people who decide to make bases down here, or might be guilds. Because sometimes guilds will set up a sort of like a starter base for new players to join the guild to use. I think guild I'm in on one of the other servers usually does that. That guild is only like 4 people. The moment the most of the other guilds a lot of guild stuff. I'm pretty sure there should be another mission here. Yep, Derek Shannara wants some help, so we'll take that one. And then there's another one to go into the testing station. So we now have 3 missions to go into the testing station. And we'll get another one when we talk to Derek, because that's where he wants us to go. He himself is up on top of the rock that has the testing station, so he is in the same direction. He is the next profession trainer that we'll talk to, and he is the planetologist, which is the only profession you cannot choose at the start. So you have to talk to him. His missions also work differently than all the other ones. All the other ones are you go talk to them in a specific spot, and they're like, oh, go do this, and you come back, and you have to go back and talk to them again. Then you get the next mission. That's for the advanced trainers. The basic trainers, which are the like the trooper one we talked to. Other ones we'll eventually talk to. They have just one mission or mission chain that you have to do for them. And then when you get to the advanced ones, it'll be going back to them over and over again. Derek, well, the first one, oh wow. Here's another graded base with a bunch of stuff in it. Oh, there's a whole, wow, that's a buggy. So, yeah, if you find this server, here you go. You can get yourself a buggy right at the beginning. Again, I'm gonna not do that. Let's go through the proper story for this stuff. It was just stuff for crafting. I might have picked it up, but I'm not gonna shortcut all the way to a buggy this early. This is the right rock, right? Yeah. And Derek's up here at the top. But as I was saying, with Derek, you do some missions for him, and then as you go to the different testing stations, either through other missions or just for him exploring, you'll encounter him at the testing stations. The only problem with that is if you go to the testing station before he shows up there, you'll have to look it up online and go, oh, I need to go back and look at that testing station I've already done to find him. So, yeah, that's a bit annoying, but yeah, let's talk to Derek.
Watch your step, stranger. Those plants are hard to grow out here, and harder to replace. Now, you don't look like the scrap rats that swarm around the place, and you don't look like one of the crazies from the lab. So what brings you here?
I'm just exploring the desert.
Exploring the desert sounds like the kind of thing old Pardo Kynes used to do. His exploits here on Arrakis were legendary back on Kaitane.
Who are you?
Derek Chinara, planetologist, botanist, and political exile, I'm afraid. I've been stuck out here for a while. I learned the hard way. Never say the wrong thing to someone from Kaitane.
The Imperium is built on the backs of petty officials.
Cyprian Io. I loathe that name. Barely a planetologist at all. To think of the legacy of the Kynes in the hands of this fop makes me sick.
I'm probably not going to go through all the dialogue. If people want me to, I will, but I'm just going to do the mission stuff so far. What would like to learn from you?
I would gladly teach you, but there is something I must do. Perhaps we can help each other out.
What do you need?
You look like something that stumbled out of a shipwreck. I don't have any way to pay, unless you're interested in a planetary ecology lesson.
And as you can see, if we accept this and we complete the mission, we will unlock the planetologist skill tree. So we will accept.
That's easy. Somewhere in the station is a manifest containing a full log of the supplies that were sealed within. Bring me the manifest.
I will return with the manifest.
Be careful. The people in that lab are odd.
Odd how?
I hadn't gone very far into the lab when some of them charged at me, screaming and brandishing knives. They were covered in gore. I ran.
Okay, let's just go on. And now we have another mission to go into the testing station. Let's drink some water. Have that. So we'll be switching into our armor here in a minute. more armor. Probably really should have brought a respawn beacon. Let's see, maybe scrap metal here so we can make one. I think I got one way, did I? It's crazy seeing all these respawn beacons. The first server I played on was a private server, and there was only like one other person playing on it at the time. So it's kind of funny seeing all this. Let's see, some scrap metal around here. It's not.
Collins has been acting real strange since finding that corpse with the Telexu satchel. I don't trust him. Keep an eye out next time you're out on a salvage run. If he starts acting weird, dart him.
See, there's a lot of these corpses. These are in-place corpses. These aren't other players.
Welcome to Desert Botanical Testing Station number 2. I am the station supervisor, Dr. Ronald Greer. The ultimate mission of these stations is to find or engineer botanical species capable of thriving in the extremely arid conditions of Arrakis. A true challenge, as I'm sure any visitor who has traveled through the barren rocks and sand above will agree. Our first task has been the installation and testing of wind trap units, capable of reclaiming moisture from the atmosphere. I'm pleased to report complete success, both with the installation and functioning of these devices.
As you can see, sometimes these side rooms have chests, so you might want to do some exploring. Actually didn't realize there was one here. I thought somebody actually jumped out at you here. Must be another testing station. Just replacing this one. There's some more.
I thought I could trust Druce. But I know now that he's part of the plot. I heard the worms out in the desert whispering to him last night, and the bastard whispered back. I did. They're all in league against me. All of them. But they won't get me if I get them first.
You can see something is very weird going on here. In a lot of these places you'll find various types of water things. You can either use them to fill your water containers, these are beer jars, so you just drink them. And you can see as we move those chests, we're getting the pieces we need for this one quest. I didn't say it was there like that.
Who are you leaving these messages for, eh? It's for the worms, isn't it? Yeah, the worms. Oh, yeah, your belly, it was full of worms. Those big, red, ropey worms. But I let them out, didn't I?
You can see these guys are going kind of crazy. It's here. Or not. I wonder if somebody came through here recently. Sometimes if there's another player in the same thing or was recently here, then all the enemies are gone already. Which seems to be the case here. some that will spawn in for specific things. The loot is instanced for pretty much everything now. There's the poison snooper. Water.
Don't sleep. That's when they come for you. Glowing guards. Don't sleep. They're watching. Find a knife, or maybe a hammer. Either would be good, but both is better. Just don't sleep. Don't sleep. Don't sleep.
Okay, we got a passive suspense belt. I actually like this one as an early one fairly well. This is the one I was talking about. It's a guaranteed drop in here. That one, if you fall off of something, it will trigger. As long as you have power, you won't take damage from falling. It's kind of crazy being on these busy servers where you can run around and there's nobody here because somebody thinks they're going to kill everybody.
Beneath the hill where the fox runs lightly, a dappled sun shines brightly. Where the fox runs lightly. You can't hide from me, little bird. Where are you? Beneath the hill in the fennel brake. Spy, my love. You cannot wake. Go away.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Unfortunately, when you're down in these...
Gotcha!
when you're down in these dungeons, the sandstorms can't affect you. Let's see. Any enemies here? Nope. Crazy. Still need some more Servox. This one we're gonna fill our John. The ID van. There. Okay, let's do J. That's what I went for. Since we finished, since we got the poison super, let's grab a different one.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Now, here's something that's important. In some of these things there are hidden things. And you'll notice there's this yellow light, and you can see you can interact with it. You also notice there is one of the quests saying you have to go that way. Or something. Behind this wall. I actually thought it was this quest. This is the vials one. So now, this is one of the, like I said, the triggers. Spawn their enemies. So these will always spawn when you come into this room.
Sector weather
Normally they
alert.
get
A
stuck
large
by the
sandstorm
door.
is approaching.
So I'm used to fighting them on the way out. I've already filled up my, yeah, okay, so that was the Derek's thing. I chose the wrong mission. Okay. So we've now finished the main quest. Now we only have find the vial left. Everybody else out here waiting for us. I thought there was 4, but maybe there are only 3. So I usually fight them on the way out, not right after I open the door. Okay, and this is a boss room. Once you enter enter here, you can't leave until you kill all of the enemies in the room. So, I don't know, boss room, challenge room, death room. People call it different things. Yeah. Because somebody was here before us, there's nobody to kill in here. Oh, yeah. And he just respawned.
Access granted.
And because we got the approved key jaw, it was pretty easy.
Yes. So then he comes in here saying, "Hey, boss, what's that weird smell? That weird smell?" Just like that, he does, just like that. Yeah. And then he says, "What's wrong with the plants in here? They look sick. Maybe we should trim them back." That's what he said. He said that. Those exact words. That's what he said. He said, "Trim them back. Trim them back." Oh yeah. So you know what I did? You know what I did? I trimmed him back. Oh yeah. I trimmed him back real good.
Like I said, definitely something happened here.
Collins and Omar from Broken Land Trek. 2 Doom still suits. Full of holes, stained, sun-bleached, junked. One a trainee house trooper rucksack. Serviceable. Omar will keep. 1 Telexu-made satchel with several vials. Opened the vial, but it was empty. Smelled bad. Junked. 3 thumpers. Fair to poor condition. Selling windsack.
Vials that caused the problem. And here's the Emperor's wings. I don't care for the Emperor's wings all that well. I just don't like the way it works. Early game, I prefer the passive, and later you'll get some really good ones. There's a Power Pack Mark 1, which is technically better than an improvised Power Pack, but it is pretty damaged. Regen 12, Power Pool 150. Use this until it wears out. We got some more of the copper dust, so we'll be able to make boots now. I don't really know that I need all these.
Welcome to Desert Botanical Testing Station number 2. I'm the Station Supervisor, Dr. Ronald Greer.
Yeah, so there are usually guys
The
there.
ultimate mission of these stations is to find or engineer
Because somebody was here before us. The other thing to look out for is some of these stations have an extra loot room on the way out. It's not very common, but you know, something to be on the lookout for. This station had a lot of suspensor belts. I don't recall it ever being that many. Oh, we did not find the vials. Oops.
Welcome to Desert Botanical Testing Station number 2.
Once the beast has made his selection, return the remaining items to Bijaz at once. Exercise all due caution in the handling of these items, as the bioagents contained within are a statement of the address.
So let's head back to the trade post. Actually, I guess we need to talk to Derek first. Kind of silly to head all the way back to the trade post and not talk to Derek. So here. You could just climb too, but we should probably switch back into our cell suit if we have room. Store some water. Derek will teach us how to be a climatologist.
You've come back. You don't know how rare that is on Arrakis. Have you done as I asked?
I brought you the manifest.
You have? That's incredible. I thought those crazies down there would keep me stuck here forever. Oh, wonderful. Say what you will about the old Empire, but they knew how to keep a record.
I believe you offered to teach me something about planetary ecology.
Yes, of course. I haven't forgotten. Pay attention. Life, all life, is in the service of life. There. Though I must confess, I wasn't expecting such an apt pupil. It was more like you were remembering than learning. Odd.
Odd indeed. Goodbye. Let's head back to the trade post, and that's where we'll end this episode. Let's go ahead and switch to the journey. Doesn't really matter, there's actually two we need for the trade post, so we'll do both. And we leveled up again, and we'll do level ups in the next. I'll show you the planetologist skill tree, what it's all about. At this level, we'll probably save most of our points for Trooper and Swordmaster, but because those are combat related, and the planetologist, for the most part, is not. Down, not fully rated. Let's cover our sun and make this crossing. That it's really far. Bene Gesserit Bindu sprint that's way better than the knee charge for traveling. I don't generally have that one equipped. I have a layout I really like, which includes that knee charge. There's a Bene Gesserit one that lets you teleport behind enemies, and then the Shinwar Claw, which we'll learn from the Trooper fairly soon now. That'll probably be in the next episode. So we'll go ahead and turn these missions in and then end the episode. those already. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is the poison snoop. So we got the snooper. I'm sure it wasn't easy. Those things we have some treasure troves. They're usually full of people who don't like to share. Never met a reasonable person in a testing station. Listen, I have another offer for you. We do a little trading. 92 components to restore a sandbike in decent condition, not falling apart. I can pay for them, but I have some other rare bike parts that I will need to exchange in return. Yeah, that one. Often you'll get the bike parts you need for this one in the testing station. We just didn't luck out this time, so we'll have to remember to make an extra engine and tread and 2 treads. Here's the vials. You found it. The buyer will please. No need to ask if you opened any of the vials. The buyer told me you wouldn't be capable of operating a contract board if you had. This stuff, whatever it is, sounds damn dangerous. I don't understand how anyone can lose track of something like that. Well, no harm done in the end, right? Yeah. These vials are why those people in the testing station were all crazy. Deliver those. Okay. So that's it for this episode. Next one, we'll make our sand bike. And as I said, we got to remember to make the extra 2 treads and engine. This is ODog. ODog survives Dune Awakening. Have a good one.